Welcome to the Barggianos podcast. My name is Chuck. I'm your hostess with the leastest, and with me, as always,
Matt.
What's up, buddy? How you doing this fine evening?
Oh, it's a little bit earlier than usual.
I know. I think you just woke up an hour ago, right?
I did. 7:32 for people who tell us they look at our watches.
I like that. That's very observant fans, and I appreciate that. It's like a big game of Where's Waldo around in the studio.
Right.
You know, maybe there's a bunch of Easter eggs just hanging out. You never know.
7:32 a.m. Time to crack a beer.
Coming at you with Barggianos podcast, and yeah, it's time for the drinks. So what's going on over here? We got a crap ton of cans sitting on top of the bar here.
Yeah, so all of our fans that follow us, a couple episodes ago, we had the bowling team in Kansas City, and our good friend Jolie, who lives in Louisville, Kentucky. I visited there this past weekend just to for some daughter's sporting activities.
Oh, okay.
And ironically enough, the hotel the team stayed in was only 8 minutes from his house.
Was that by plan or was that
it just
happenstance for real?
By luck? Yeah,
well, that's nice.
I didn't plan the hotel. The team did, and I asked him how far away are we. But anyway. Hung out with him Friday night, and he came to watch the sporting event Saturday and brought us some beer for the podcast, knowing that we drink beer. So a lot of these are local and Kentucky brewed.
Okay.
So we're going to do something a little bit different. Usually we have that Bud Light or Corona ready, and we crack it and we drink. Mm-hmm. But tonight we're going to pick your poison and do a little review. So
I like it.
We got... 8 beers, if my math is right.
You want to quickly enough, name each one we got here? So
we have
order for the camera here.
Against the Grain.
What is the? It's a hazy pale ale. Oh, I like a hazy
pale ale. These are the big dogs here. Then we have Bee Sting.
Ooh, a little honey action.
Yeah.
You know who would like that?
Who's that?
Gertie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she loves the honey beers.
Okay. So then we have something. This is a little weird. Irish cream.
Huh? Is it like
it's like oil.
It's like you. Look at it. It says sweet and creamy.
Yes, awesome. So it says vanilla and lactose. Oh, that I cannot drink this. Like, why would he even buy this? Like, Joel, you played me. Trying to get me to drink this beer on the podcast. This is rude. Anybody that knows, I'm lactose intolerant. So if I would have drank this beer, this podcast would have been very, very short. So Joel, well played. But
can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Me and Joel were trying to think, well, how was the one way we can get Matt to shit himself on the podcast? Yeah. But we're going to get you next time. Yeah. Good try, Joel.
Yeah. Well played. So Chuck, that will be yours if it's not today.
Hey, look at that. Day. There's a laxative lager on the next one. That's great.
Yeah. So, and then we have,
I like that can. What was that? Got some
Kapawaski Amber Ale. I don't know.
Amber Ale. Okay. Like an amber bock.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all the big dogs we got. And then we go to the small dogs.
Okay.
Oh, I like the name of this. Cougar Bait.
A little blonde ale, actually.
A little blonde ale.
I like the Cougars of blonde. Yeah. I'm into blondes.
I guess it's the same. Cougar Bait.
Okay.
And then we have Rheingeist. It's Cincinnati Truth. It's Indiana Pale Ale.
Interesting. Okay. The IPA, yeah.
Yeah.
I always get confused.
Yeah. So pick your poison, Chuck. I know which one I am not drinking.
Okay. Do you do that button, by the way, on that snapper?
Snapper?
On the computer?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Just making sure. I'll make sure you look pretty. All right. Well, man, it's a hard one to choose, man. Are you IPA guy at all? Do you like IPAs?
I do.
Okay. I'm a big IPA guy. It's my favorite. I can't drink a ton. I'm not the hammer. But the hazy, that seems like that's newer. That's came around the last few years. So I'm going to do this too. I'm going to throw back to you. If you had to pick two, which one would you pick?
Ooh.
I want to save this one for when you need to crap yourself.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't need no help there, but
I might save that one for
Gertie. Cougar Bait. I like a blonde ale.
Okay.
I like blonde ale.
At first, I want to say thanks, Jolie. I appreciate the contribution to the show, so thanks for offering that up.
Yeah, and probably an amber ale. I mean, I've always liked that Amberbach.
Yeah.
I was always a fan around Christmas time, winter, like loved Amberbach.
Do you want to do a little halfsy and try?
Yeah.
It'd be fun. That way we can kind of tell, what do you think, what do I think?
And we'll probably have to get another beer out later because halvesies in one show is not going to work.
Oh, I mean, it's like a beer tasting.
Yeah.
It's a beer tasting during the podcast. We're multifaceted here.
Yeah.
But I am going to start calling you sweet and creamy because that's fantastic.
Oh, he almost got me. It says and lactose. Like this guy knows that I can't go
like 100 years.
Yeah. Like, geez, Louise.
Oh, you got a peanut allergy. You want some cashews? Here we go. Okay, well, I'm going to go. Let's go for the cougar bait. How about that? Want to try that first?
Oh, we can.
All right, I'll go for it.
I almost feel like calling him right now live on the podcast.
Wait, what, I got nothing going on.
And see, let's see if he answers. We'll tell him he's live.
Another first coming at you on the Barggianos
We'll
podcast.
see if this even works.
Hurry up, sweet and creamy. You should be hearing something.
Oh, I don't hear him. Yeah.
We'll have to figure that one next time. I think you got to connect. Maybe you're disconnected.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him. Try to call live while on podcast.
Try to see if you can connect. Hit the settings and go to Bluetooth. I'll be your IT guy for the show.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's make sure you put a ticket in.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, you guys, Bluetooth's on. What are we connecting to here? BTA, Zoom to BTA. Yeah. Oh, yeah, not connected. Yeah, that makes sense. My phone is on Do Not Disturb right now. I don't know if...
I like how this is turning into like a tech talk with...
Yeah, last time it didn't work when I did Do Not Disturb. Yeah, he said, you guys recording now? Yeah. Yes, I have a beef too. Yeah, let's try to call him back. Maybe
if it don't work, we'll give it up. There we go.
Oh, it's FaceTime audio. I don't want that. That's fine. Oh, here he is. Joel.
Hello.
You're live on Barggianos. This is a Barggianos first. We're calling live.
Coming at you, Jolie. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, boys. What's going on?
So we're doing this like beer review, and we're like picking out what beers to drink. And I just want to tell you, you almost played me. So this Irish Cream 10W40, it clearly says lactose on the can.
Oh, I didn't look at it that close. It's not my problem if you poop your pants. Just an added bonus. I'm very glad you called me to tell me that you might shit in your pants tonight, though, live on the podcast.
No. I was smart enough to read. As Chuck's like, hey, show the camera and let's read them. And then I was like, wait a minute here. This says vanilla and lactose. Like, this guy knows I cannot drink any milk.
I mean, if you shit yourself, that would be two things for a first on the podcast. So
yeah.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not either. I think it would be great. But I actually didn't even realize it had lactose in it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it wasn't intentional. It's just a happy accident.
Yeah. Well, it was almost a happy accident. All right.
I believe that would be the perfect phrase to call it, an happy accident.
Yeah.
I think it would be a happy accident for everybody except Chuck, who would have to clean the chair you're sitting.
Well, we do have marble tiles down here, so it'd be easier. There's no carpet involved. So anyway, Joel Lee, what beer would you recommend that you sent down here? Any of your favorites do you remember what you sent?
I just grabbed you a bunch of random ones that you can't get in St. Louis.
Okay.
Because if you try them and you like them, I can always bring you more.
Oh, okay. I feel like a pretty girl.
I did grab you a couple IPAs. The IPA from Cincinnati is good.
Which one's that? Is that the Rheingeist?
Rheingeist.
Bless you.
That is that's one of the wife's favorite IPAs, so you should enjoy that one.
I'm going to start me with a Rheingeist. Because you know what? We're damn near 10 minutes in. We haven't even had a drink yet.
Yeah, I know. All right, Joel. Well, we just wanted to call you. Thanks for taking our call. There's always a first on Barggianos. We're just winging it tonight.
Sounds good, boys. Enjoy the rest of the show, and Drink one for me.
All right.
Thanks, Jolie.
All right, guys.
See you, buddy.
Later.
All right, so that worked out.
It only took 16 minutes to get into the call.
So are we going to do halfsies here? Yeah, and then review it, and then we'll have a drink, and then we'll actually get into the show 10 minutes later.
Hey, whatever. It's our show. We can do what we want. Yeah. Well, it sounds like the real sound effect. It's a little more than you want.
Yeah, but you said head's good.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. You want the head in the beer. It neutralizes the. I'm just making things up, but you really do the head. You want head. You don't want that to do that in your belly. That's what makes you.
All right, let me put these away.
Okay, yeah, let's keep them cold. Well, this is great, listeners. I'm glad you guys could listen to us figure out how to use a phone, how to do a podcast, and what else? I don't know.
How to not shit your pants.
Yeah, that's a great lesson. It's a PSA for you. How not to crap in your pants. We'll try that cougar bait next. How about that? I can smell that IPA. That smells delicious. So let me see this thing here. It's called Rheingeist Cincy Made Truth. Okay, it's an IPA. Let's just say anything good here. The moments of truth. When you're stuck, the last match. I'm not going to read that.
All right, yeah, forget that. Let's go.
Tastes like an IPA.
Yeah.
I say medium.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about, but it's delicious.
Yeah, it's good beer. Again, only 3 or 4 of these. Cut off.
We're going to be on the floor before this podcast is over, but yeah.
Yeah, 7.2 ABV.
Oh, boy. Thanks, Cincinnati.
Yeah, so...
For making our dreams come true.
Moving along here, got some more fan mail.
What?
Fan mail. All right, you ready for this one?
I love fan mail.
This is it's crazy here. So, here's what we got. Please help me decide if it's okay.
Ooh.
So we get to decide. We get to make decisions for people tonight. My husband and I have been married for 17 years. We have 3 kids together. We collectively pay for our cell phone service for the family in our joint bank account, which includes location sharing.
Uh-oh.
But only for me and my kids. My husband refuses to be added to share his location. I've brought it up multiple times. He does not want me to know where he is at all times because he says he's not a child and it's none of my business where he goes. I argue that it's for safety reasons, but now I wonder if he goes to places that he doesn't want me to know about. Mm-hmm. What should I do?
Oh, no.
Wow.
So, got a husband. You're married. 3 kids.
3 kids.
And everybody's got location sharing on except for the husband.
No bueno.
You don't like that?
No, I meant no bueno for the husband.
Yeah.
He says no.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could see 2 sides of this story. I guess, first off, it depends on the relationship and how strong of a relationship they have. If me personally, I don't care who I'm sharing with, or for family-wise, because I have nothing to hide. But also, you can be sitting there going, why does everyone guy know exactly each one of my moves, what I'm doing? And you could also flip it on the other side that you could flip it and maybe the wife could come off looking bad on that. Maybe the husband's doing nothing at all. And I'm not saying this woman is. I'm just saying in a scenario. Maybe he's thinking she's a little bit controlling because of it. It might be like a principle thing. Me personally, I have my location shared with my wife because I don't care. And sometimes, I'm like, hey, same for her. She got her locations shared with me. And let's say, hey, I got groceries coming home, and I'm going to be home in a few minutes. Sometimes I'll look and say, hey, I got a few minutes to go wash my hands, to do whatever. But sometimes you don't. So me personally, I don't think it'd be a big deal to me. But what do you think?
See, I don't have my location shared. And I was like him.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want anybody to track me. However, my wife doesn't have her locations on either. But my kids do. And so it's kind of like a catch-22. When I'm by myself, you can't track me. When my wife's by herself, you can't track her. But most of the time, the kids are with us. So if you want to know where we're at, just open the kid's phone. Track the kids.
I would say 40% agree with it. But I want to say cop out, but it's not cop out. But I would say that that's not always the case, though.
It's not. No, but I was always like, you are not tracking me. Like, and she's never asked either. No, if it was like a make or break, I'd be like, man, okay, go ahead and track me. Like, I'm at work, I'm at the soccer fields, I'm at my, 7 vending machines.
Well, you have 4 burner phones too, so you could
I'm at
any of those.
The Barggianos podcast. Like, there's only certain places I go.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but we actually have a tracker on our payphone.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that she knows you're here.
But I did know someone who I used to work with. The family was huge on tracking each other. These are grown adults. Mom, dad, sisters, all together. Sister's husband or boyfriend, and they have a brother too, and that why, like, they're all together. Like, to me, that's so weird.
Are you talking about just tracking wise, or?
Yeah, like, they wanted to know, like, where's my mom? You're in your 40s. Your mom lives. Like, you were literally tracking your mom and dad for no legitimate reason. It wasn't like safety reasons. It's like, where's my mom? Oh, my mom's at Target.
I think it has a lot to do with, what is the word, dopamine? Like when someone gets a like on the social media. I think just looking for things and getting results like that. My mom, again, she doesn't track me anymore because she can't. But
oh, she can. You just don't know.
She tracks me from above.
Yeah.
But no, she would sit there, and it was kind of the ongoing joke with my sisters and stuff, and she would know exactly where you're at all times. So I'm in my 30s, and I get a call, and she goes, "Hey, Chuck, what's going on?" "Oh, nothing, Mom. How you doing? I love you, blah, blah, blah." And she goes, why are you at the other Deerbergs today instead of the one by your house? And it would always be like that until it came to a point where we all figured out that she sat there, she was retired and didn't do a whole lot, just sat on the couch and watched TV for the most part. And she would just look at all the kids' locations and not in like a creepy way, just what she liked to do. And I think it was the same, to me, it was the same way as like looking on Facebook and someone posted a new photo. It's like, oh, I can see what Chuck's doing today. Oh, look at that. He's getting his oil changed at 11:33 on his lunch break. That's fantastic. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like to be tracked. And I know there is some safety, but I mean, our parents didn't grow up with tracking.
That's the thing too. And it kind of, it won't make me sick, but it makes me sad of the experiences that our kids are missing out on, even though it looks like they're not, like we're missing out. It looks like we missed out, but it's a cliche thing of you got on your bike and you're gone for 6 hours. And then when the lights came on, you came home.
Right.
It wasn't a big deal. Everyone trusted each other. Everybody's neighbors, mom and dads, they would take care of the other kids. Oh, you need some dinner? Come in and get some dinner, kid. Oh, why don't you call your mom if you're going to be late? That kind of stuff. Nobody was tracking me on a couch back then that I know of.
So let's go back to this story. What do you think she should do?
So one more time. So she wants to track him, and he doesn't want her to.
Correct.
That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah.
If it's very important to her, I would first ask myself why. I'd like to know, why does she want to track him? Is it just for general purposes?
Well, that's what he said. He's not a child.
But I'm saying maybe I'd like to know if there's a reason she's like, hey. But it sounded like she was more concerned that something else was going on.
Right.
So at that point, I think it's more you got to be an adult, sit down and have a conversation with your husband and say, hey, well, just pretty much what the letter wrote, saying, hey, I don't feel comfortable. I think something may be going on. Come up with something creative, but not in an attacking way, and say I'd feel more comfortable. But again, in my brain, if I'm the husband, that's going to sound even creepier.
Like, hey, I mean, what is she going to? If I was a husband and she said, "Hey, seems like so," I would think that she doesn't trust me and she thinks I'm sleeping around. Now, to the flip side, I'd be like, haha, I got you. Yeah, I'll turn my locations on just so I can say I'm right. Like, hey, what about if it's thinking about this? Like, I don't know what I'd do if my wife said, hey, turn your tracking on. I'd probably just turn it on because I don't care. But maybe they can come to a compromise. Like, hey, I'll turn it on for a month, make you feel more comfortable. And then, if you don't like it,
I'll cheat on you in a month. I'll just won't cheat on you this month.
Yeah, I'll just wait. But
it's like Lent. You got to wait that 40 days to cheat on your wife. I get it.
Yeah, or come up, strategically, like,
What about this now? This is the answer I don't want to give, but it's a possibility. You probably already thought of this. If she could sneak into his phone and turn it on for him, and also if you're having like a iPad, tablet devices, you can do that on different accounts. Not that I've done it, no, but I mean, really, you could do that. But to me, if you're doing that, and let's say he was cheating, you're no better than what he's doing,
right?
Behind your back and like that. And me personally, if I found out somebody did that behind my back, anything like that, sneaky, out of a trust issue, I would not. That wouldn't go over very well. Why are you with me if you don't trust me? That's one thing. I'm going to sound kind of cheesy for a minute, kind of romantically cheesy, but my wife and I, we always talk about we're not jealous people because we're secure in a relationship. I trust her. I know she's not going to do anything. Same to me. Maybe just because we're happy. I love my wife. Like I'm not looking to go try other flavors of the candy bars. I don't. So do what you want. But for the same point, she's never like, no, don't do that. She's like, yeah, like, fine, go ahead, do your thing. I don't care.
Yeah, and my wife's the same way. And she's like,
she likes me too.
Yeah,
awesome.
If she'll say stupid stuff like, hey, if you want to go be with the other girl, like she knows I'm not going that way. But you bring up a good point because that story I was telling you about the other family, the person that I knew, her boyfriend at the time did not want to be tracked. So what did she do? Exactly what you said.
Did he find out?
He didn't, but she told me that she did this, and I said, I would be absolutely pissed off if I found out that you were tracking me and I didn't even know it. I was like, what are you finding out? She's like, nothing. And like, he's telling me everywhere. So what's the point? Like, the only thing that you're going to do is kill your relationship.
And the other thing, let's say worst case scenario, the person, and again, this can go for a guy or a girl, but we're using this example. Let's say the guy was, I need a beer, by the way. Let's say the guy was cheating on her. Why would you want to be with a guy that, like, what's the point if you don't trust the person? Why would you want to be in a relationship anyway? Like, what, you know what I mean? If I had any doubts in my head that something was going on, give it a couple weeks,
right.
But I would, girlfriend, wife, whatever step in the relationship that you're in, I would definitely. I'm going to talk to the person because if you don't, it's a waste of time. What's the point of wasting your time?
Right.
And you can say, hey, but I love him. I love her all day. You can say that stuff. And we have kids. I know those are all circumstantial, but at the end of the day, you're wasting your time because if you don't trust somebody, why are you with them?
Agree. Where's the other?
What are you looking for?
You can't even ring that. I don't even have a beer to drink.
A beer? The beer's on your side, genius.
I know.
I was excited. Sorry. That was a preemptive. I shot my load.
This was a terrible pour.
I thought you said I was a terrible whore.
No, pour. This is a cougar bait.
Yeah.
Looks. I have not tried it, but it looks like a light.
Did you half seen? Do I get?
I don't know.
That looks about right. We got about a sip in here. I'm gonna top you off there, Topper. What's your name? Creamy Sweet?
Yeah. Sweet and creamy.
Sweet and creamy. This is for sweet and creamy.
Yeah.
All right.
Feel good.
Down and down. Again, that's a cougar bait.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
So while we're in a little, let's call it intermission, change of beer, I'll make it easy on Chuck today.
Thank you.
So please like, subscribe, use this QR code right here. Does that make it easy when I do that?
I tell you what makes it easy. Look at the big one. This is from my Murder, She Wrote novel, Eyes I Can't See.
Yeah.
All the viewers that have a visual time seeing.
Hold it there. Right here, scan the QR code. Takes you to takes you to the website, which will get you to all the wonderful socials. Like, subscribe, send us more fan mail. We love fan mail. We got some fantastic guests coming on.
We do. It's a very special month.
Actually, it's kind of getting a little crazy. And I don't know. It's just going back to episode 1 and talking about how we came up with this idea, just on a late New Year's Eve night, 12:30 turned into 3 o'clock, and we were buying shit, weeks later and setting this up. But now we got people last night like, oh, when do I get to come on? Oh, when do I get to come on? And it's like, here, we got to schedule these out, guys. Like,
people are very supportive, and I appreciate that. You think people would be more like making fun of you? I thought maybe like, oh, you guys got a podcast or trying to think people, you want to hear what people think. But people are like, oh, that's cool, and they're very supportive. So thank you for everyone out there.
Yeah, so I think we shared with some other teams throughout the season at the bowling alley, and I think they're gonna jump on. But we're getting a lot of quote unquote random people that we don't know.
A little bit of traction.
Yeah,
definitely be better. But for what a couple months in,
I'm enjoying myself, and I think it's kind of funny that people are like, when do I get to come on? Why can't I come on with so and so? Like, guys, our space is limited here at Barggianos, okay?
We were just talking about before we hit a record here. Matt's got one side. If we move our kegerator, maybe one other person, and I'm thinking 4 or 5 people tops. If not, we're going more multi-camera, and then I might just have to shoot myself if I have to figure that out.
Or Barggianos.
So Barggianos is good for the audience. Barggianos is just the garage upstairs, but it's pretty nice up there too. Got a lot of TVs and booths because why not? But we have to work on. There's a little bit echoey up there, so we have to make sure the audio sounds perfect for the audience. We don't want to make sure that they're annoyed by the echo-ness.
Yeah, true. But
I
you got great edit abilities.
I think you could do that. You could teach me Obi-Wan.
Probably not.
That's a Star Wars reference.
Who's that?
It's a old Western with John.
Yeah.
Can we drink this beer or what?
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
Thank you. Cheers.
I don't know if I'm a fan of this.
What does that remind me of? Here's one beer I don't like. It took forever to figure out. I love the quote-unquote holiday festival, but I don't like the beer. Oktoberfest beers.
Oh, the Sam Adams Oktoberfest?
Well, just anything October, the variation of it. And again, no one hate me. We love Oktoberfest. We will have a whole episode on Oktoberfest, but maybe you get the wife on. But for that flavor of beer, whatever that is, I don't like that.
I love Sam Adams Oktoberfest. One of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wish I knew the. I can't think of the name of it. Like an IPA, an L. I don't know if it is.
This is this is Blonde Ale.
No, it's not Blonde Ale. We'll have to look it up.
Georgetown, Kentucky. Where's Georgetown?
I don't know. Georgetown, Kentucky.
Yeah,
it's in Kentucky. I don't know. I'm not good at geography.
But I don't know. This is a weird beer.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But again, thanks, Julie, for buying us some drinks tonight.
So what do you got planned this weekend?
What do I got planned this weekend? It's a there's some horses going on this weekend.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, not a whole lot. It's kind of a quieter weekend. We're getting ready for summer. Is what we're getting ready for.
Yeah, I know.
Can you believe it's the end of school for the kiddos?
It's crazy. I think they said not too many days left.
They're doing they're doing like the end of the year. What do you call those tests? Like the 2-day
map
test. I don't know what that even stands for. But it's so funny. They're like, oh, God, I got 2 more days or another day of this. And I keep telling my boy, I go, man, but think of it. It's like you're paying your dues at the very last minute, and then you're going to have the whole summer to do your thing. So basically, I'm like, suck it up. you can get this done. But this year flew by. I just unbelievable. But I'm ready for warm weather, trips to the property, vacations. We're big Branson, Missouri people. We like to go there.
Old Western.
No, but it's Branson, Missouri. That's what we like to do.
They got a lot of old Westerns there.
Are you referring to like a movie?
No, like plays and skits and
what like interactional.
Oh my God.
I'm just laughing at the guy telling me plays and skits that he doesn't even know what a movie is. But yes,
I've watched some shows in Branson.
That's what we go for. We go for the plays, then we go for the skits. So it's
oh my God,
it's a big deal.
What do you really go for?
So for Branson, we own my parents bought a place, but they own a condo down there. So we always go down there, free place to stay. And one thing nice about Branson, which I'm sure a lot of the people around here go to Branson too, it's very inexpensive. Today's standards, but you can do a lot. It's compared to other places. And then also there's just all random stuff to do. You can drive down the strip, and there's like literally 10,000 things to do.
Yeah, the strip was nice. So I went to Branson for the first time in a long time last year.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
It was fine. We had some bad weather while we were there, so it kind of shook it up a little bit. But you got that park down there, Silver Dollar City.
Yes, we got passes this year. If you ever get a chance, the Christmas is really nice in Silver Dollar City.
So you got season passes?
We did. We usually go about every 3-4 years to get season pass because you get burnt out. But
yeah,
if you ever go during Christmas, you get a little discount if you want. Last year we went during Christmas, bought the tickets, regular tickets, and then we went ahead and upped them to the season tickets this year because we're VIPs.
So, I was actually impressed with their parking and their little trams. Like, I think about places, locally like Six Flags here. Like sometimes just a park, you can walk a mile.
Yeah.
But there you just sit in their little, I don't know, gazebo, I guess you can call it. And then the tram picks you up and takes you to the front door.
Yeah, you can walk that too. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I did, but I was like, I'm going to walk the park all day, so I'll take the tram ride.
It's very hilly there, but it got voted the #1 theme park like 3-4 years in a row. They really campaigned that to get that going. I don't know if that means like Disney too, but
I doubt it.
I don't know, but it is cool. Like I've been going there every year since I've been 3 years old. That's all we've ever did, and but for the most part, it's very similar. I mean, there's changes, everything, but it's the same experience and stuff. And when you go there, it's nice because like. Again, when I say to go down the strip, they got the landing, they got all these things. So you can do something different every single time you're down there. And there's never enough time to get everything done. And there's something new usually when you go there. One year they had a rage room. It's not long. It was only there for like a year, but we were going home. We're driving home on like a Sunday or something. My wife goes, "Hey, let's do something more expensive and more, something special. The boys will remember. You got to remember, young boys that love to break shit." And it was a rage room. So you go in the room and there's just random crap, and you got to wear like painter's gear and goggles and stuff, and you just beat the hell out of everything in the room
and just break it.
Oh, it was awesome. This was like right when I had like slow motion on the phones, like I figured it out. My son's like
nice
breaking stuff. There's golf clubs and he's like hitting printers and stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
So
how about you though? You got anything else going on for
no
summertime? Big trips?
Yeah, we're gonna head down to the beach. The wife's still scoping out a house that we'll rent, so it'll just depend on
Careful, if she might be tracking you. So
yeah, she knows I'm at Barggianos right now.
I mean, in Florida. Did you? I've also wanted to hit Lansing, Michigan up sometime too.
Yeah.
There's fantastic things that take place there.
It was great that I saw that on TV and sent you that picture. So. Yeah, anybody that hasn't heard, go back to listen to the Lansing, Michigan. I think it's the prettiest hole.
It's the prettiest hole episode.
Yeah,
it's a very classy episode brought to you by Barggianos.
Yeah, so thank you to my what do we want to call it when you're? I don't want to call it AI, but whatever the methodology is when you're scrolling through Facebook or TikTok,
your algorithm.
Algorithm. So thank you to my wonderful algorithm.
He says you're welcome.
Yeah, like Cheerios.
No, I'm not going there.
Okay. Well, Chuck, it's been another fun episode. It took us 10 minutes to really get rolling, but, a first again, just calling people randomly.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. I want to thank Mr. Joel for supplying us some wonderful cocktails for the hour. I want to thank the listener for sending in the beautiful question. Please keep those coming. Those are fun. Hopefully we helped you out there. Basically, don't track your husband because it's not going to turn out well.
Yeah.
And
don't try to talk to him about it either.
No, absolutely. Just keep your feelings to yourself. Just bottle
it up. Yeah. No, talk to him.
Bottle them in.
So. But anybody else that's got, we'll call it fan mail, questions, situations going on. I still want to hear about first date stuff or like people ghosting people. I don't know. That's just
I want to get a live caller and do it.
Yeah,
I want to interact and I love the questions, but I want to be able to ask a few follow-up questions and get a little bit more context.
Yeah,
and see what's going on there.
I'd love it. So we don't have a phone line to call in, but you're more than welcome to email Barggianos.
We can arrange it,
at gmail.com, and we can arrange a live call. We'll just have to call out.
Absolutely. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Facebook.
X.
X.
Hey, why do we call it X if he still calls them tweets?
I'm gonna have to look that one up, Matt.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know, but
That's a takeaway.
we'll figure it out. But I guess until next time, my friend. Cheers. Barggianos out.